So what's up guys, and welcome to a pretty special episode of Best Tech. I'm trying some new things with the camera and with the animation, so if you do enjoy it, be sure to let me know, and with that being said, let's get started. So we're going to kick things off with the HX Hoverboard, definitely on the higher end of the hoverboard spectrum. It's got some pretty impressive specifications and also a rather substantial build quality. I've been using this guy religiously for about 2 weeks now, and whilst it is a little bit worse for the wear, it's held up pretty remarkably. At its max speed, it's capable of a pretty nippy 15 km per hour, and with the pretty giant LG battery inside of it, first of all it's not going to explode, and second of all it can actually travel up to 20 km on one charge. A pretty interesting addition is the inclusion of Bluetooth 4.0 speakers on the base of the Segway. They're pretty loud, very bassy, but fundamentally I can't really find a use for them. On top of that, it's pretty easy to use. The wheels are slightly larger than I was expecting, so it took a little bit of getting used to, but everyone I introduced the hoverboard to was flying around in 20 minutes. And for the thrill seekers among you, it's actually got quite a bit of power to play around with, enough to climb up slopes up to 30 degrees. So then we've got the Xeon Smooth Q, which is one of the most cost-effective phone stabilizers on the market. It's got a similar, if not slightly restricted feature set when compared to the DJI Osmo, but don't forget it costs half the price. It offers a pretty noticeable jump in the ability of your phone to stabilize footage, sometimes even giving the impression of having a tripod even though you're handheld. The grip is pretty comfortable to hold, but more importantly, it houses a battery that can give you up to 10 hours of continuous use. And I have to say, it's been a very reliable tool. You can use a joystick to fine-tune your motion, you can adjust the size so you can fit just about any sized phone, and whilst side by side it isn't quite as good as the Osmo in terms of stabilization, I'd say in terms of bang for your buck, in terms of value for money, this does a better job. It's also packaged and presented to feel like a really high quality product. I enjoyed the unboxing experience. So then we've got the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus smartphone, which to me right now is one of the best embodiments of luxury tech out there. The company's done an incredible job of combining all the latest tech into a package that looks and feels like a luxury item. It's a balance that's pretty hard to perfect, and a lot of companies fall by the wayside. Small touches like the way the front melts into the side, which melts into the back, and the way the front camera has this nice blue glow to it, generally make a lot of difference. Whilst you've probably heard about how the fingerprint scanner is a little bit difficult to reach, I have to say this is the phone for almost every type of user, for the photographer, the gamer, or the musician. So at number 4, we've got the rather interesting HamoTV, a headphone designed to be used with your television. So as a result, the company's bundled in a rather nice looking stand, which not only lets you store and charge your headphones, but also connect them wirelessly to your television. Now, considering their price, these are a good sounding pair of headphones. They've got just about the right amount of detail and plenty of bass, a little bit more than you'd probably expect for traditional music listening earphones, just because that really helps when you're watching movies. Having said that, they are also pretty great for listening to music. They've got nice plush cushions which block out a lot of noise and are also very comfortable for long periods of time. It's also got a pretty interesting battery life figure of 50 hours of usage. Being critical, these don't have quite the same level of punishing detail that the best headphones made for music would do, but they've managed to combine a lot of features into a well-built package that also looks nice, and that should be applauded. So then we've got the Plane by company Fluid Stance, which at worst is an interesting idea. Its main purpose is to keep you active while you're working. The idea is that it just requires a tiny bit of effort from your leg muscles, the sort of control muscles that help to stabilize you, just to keep you upright, and that's enough to actually boost your productivity. It's meant to get more blood flowing around your body, as well as burn a few calories in the process. But I have to say, this is by far the most controversial item on the list. You pay nearly $200, and it's made entirely out of tires, and I kid you not, recycled plastic. But does it work? Well, I've been using this guy for about 2 to 3 months now, and whilst you can't say anything conclusively, I have to say it's an enjoyable experience to use. It makes you feel less groggy, puts a little bit of a spring in your stride, and whilst it definitely doesn't constitute a workout, it's just another way to keep a little bit more active during the day. So then we've got Knox, which is, I have to say, a pretty smart little lamp. It can produce a very wide array of reasonably bright but very deep colours, and also has a built-in speaker inside of it. Now, syncing those technologies with the application that comes with it means that it can essentially become your sleep moderator. The application uses your phone's sensors to know when you've fallen asleep and when's a good time to wake you up, and will use the combination of light and sound to do it in a way that makes you feel fresher during the day. It's also got a USB slot on the back, so it's a nice thing to have on the desk, and all in all is quite a nice well-built item. So guys, that was the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, I'm trying out some new things here, some new animations, some new camera angles, so if you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like on this video and let me know in the comments below. So with that being said, if you could subscribe and turn on notifications, that would mean the world to me. I'm Mrwhosetheboss, and I'm signing out.